Okay, listen, hear me out. Who in this Seattle to Portland area can give me one of these toupees? Because I got a massive receding hairline, thin as hell. I want this so bad. Just fix me.
My name's JJ.
Can you explain to me your kind of hair loss journey, what you're going through?
So ever since I probably hit, 22, I started to get like a nice receding hairline, and it's just gotten worse and worse. It also started getting just super, super thin. And then I saw on TikTok, funny enough, a guy named Average Tyler was the first person I saw who had like a hair replacement day. And I was like, wait, what? That's awesome. And then Scott and I are really good friends. And when I saw him post about it, I was like, wait, hold on. You actually have that? Like, I know you're bald. Like, that's awesome, dude. And he was like, yeah, dude, like, this is the company that I use and whatnot. And I was like, oh my God, I need to get that. And I thought it was kind of one of those like taboo type things that, like, if you got it done, it was like super hard to find, or a certain, specialty type thing. And so I was super excited to find out that it's actually not at all. So it's more of like, I kind of want to try it.
Now, do you know, I guess, how they're put on, what goes on when you're getting a hair system?
I'm pretty intuitive. I watched a couple different videos of, it looks like obviously you shave where you need to get it done. You put the glue on top, put the hairline where you want it with the, so I mean, it seemed pretty straightforward of extensive glue that does a great job. And then that's about it. I thought, I'm sure it's much more to it, but.
Well, there's a little bit more to it, but that's okay. You have a general idea that you do have to like remove the hair, so at least you have that idea. That it does have to get a better adhesion. You obviously want to have like a clean scalp where the hair's removed. You're then putting that system on. A system can technically last an individual anywhere from like 2 to 4 weeks for servicing, like in between. So usually the medical grade adhesives will last you anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. Everybody's different. It depends on how active you are, if you sweat a lot. I do know, I'm pretty sure you work out, correct?
Yep. This is not Photoshop, even though I like to say.
Okay, so you work out. These kind of things where obviously there's going to be maybe less of a time that you can get out of a service. You might be every 2 weeks.
And how long does each like piece per se last of, I guess the only person I ever know is Tyler besides Scott, and he says it takes him 6 months between his.
The systems do start to shed, and eventually you would like lose hair out of a system. It's like wearing your shirt. If you wore that shirt every single day for 2 weeks, showered in it, did everything in that shirt, didn't take it off, then the shirt would eventually break down, right? Are you looking for more of a partial system? Because I know you were saying it was your front hairline. Are you looking for something that's going to kind of just cover the whole top? Are you looking to do something kind of just at the front? Do you have an idea what you're looking for in that aspect?
I just was really curious on what I would look like, with a true hairline again, or just not having the McDonald's arches for my hairline.
I like to leave people with as much of their own hair as possible, and then go in with the system to kind of cover up the area that is the thinning, and match it up with your already existing hair. Are you able to put your head down for me so I can kind of see the top?
Oh yeah.
Move your hand though for a second. I want the back, because your back you still have a lot of hair, correct?
Yeah, so I still have the full head of hair. It's just getting super I think it's more of in the front. It's getting super thin.
I would probably suggest then you would just need a customized piece almost for that front area. We do have several different actual pieces that we can cut into any shape or size. So your stylist would do that to actually fit in an area. So, essentially just going in, you would probably just shave that very front, almost kind of like a small horseshoe. So do you wear a hat a lot? Like, do you style the hair a lot? Like, what would your general lifestyle be like with your hair, I guess you could say?
Good question. So a lot of the time I used to just wear backwards hats all the time because I just liked the look of it. It had nothing to do with my hair, actually. It was just easier than having to do my hair. But if I do wear it, I just kind of basically like put some volume in the front and just kind of put it over like that. 60% hats, the other 40% as I try to like do it or look nice.
Being a young guy, we obviously want to get you something that's going to look the most natural. when it comes to the most natural, they don't have the highest durability. So that's what you're kind of giving up. The two systems I'm kind of thinking that would be ideal for you are really on the lower end of the durability, but the higher end of the looking natural. The HD111, this one here, this is a thin skin. Now, the thing with skin bases is that they can be cut down to any size. They're very, 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 very thin. That's the other great thing about them. The downside with these systems is that because they're so thin, you have to be very careful when removing them if you're gonna clean them and have them put back on. You can probably get about 2 services. So meaning if you were wearing the system, and then you're taking it off, cleaning it, put it back on, you might get 2 out of it before it's going to possibly start to rip or tear. Color, that's another thing I need to see. Can I see your hair in the light? Now you have some natural, almost like light kind of light warm tones into your hair. But I do think the 6R looks fairly, I think it would be a good match because you do have that golden tone to your hair. It's not an ashy tone. The ash would look gray and definitely not. So I think the 6R is ideal. I do really suggest that you really do get someone who's going to be good at putting this on, especially your first time. If you don't have someone who's gonna do this right, you're probably not gonna be happy with the results.
Okay.
It's a little harder than just kind of cutting something out and slapping it on. There is a little bit of a finesse to it. A lot of the times, a lot of things will come up if you Google it for your area. You might be able to find someone that actually does this for you. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, you pretty much answered everything I was thinking of.
Okay, sounds great.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. It was great talking to you, and I'll see you on TikTok.
I can't wait. All of it, all the fun.
All right. Okay. Bye.
Bye.